Guys, today I'm going to do a review on my Premos tripod. I bought this when I was expecting an elk hunt, and I applied and I didn't get tags, but I ended up getting a mule deer tag for Idaho, so I'm going to go mule deer hunting. But I've been using this in my trips. I'm from Western Pennsylvania, and I've had it up some pretty steep climbs and through some rugged terrain, and I was just going to give an honest opinion on it. Show you some of the stuff I have for it, the attachments, and you know, you guys can decide. I know a lot of people like those new, really expensive tripods that clinch your gun in them. I mean, those are good for setting, if you're setting in a blind. But this seems more like more of a mobile, more of a faster way of doing it. And I just want to show you guys this. I mean, these are expensive too. They're like 200 bucks. But the time and space, some of the stuff it does is worth it, some of it's not. It's for everyone to decide for themselves. First off, this thing weighs 3 pounds. And if you're going on a hunt out west, 3 pounds is a lot for carrying in your backpack or walking with just in your hands. But it's all on whether you want to carry it, if it's the ends justify the means. I use this kind of as a walking stick. That way I have it out and it's ready to go if I would actually have a shot at something and I would need it, if I wasn't just shooting freehand. Although some people would rather have something like these. They're trekking sticks. These are very light. I didn't weigh them, but they only weigh a couple ounces. They're extremely light, and you can use these if you get a tent that's just the tarp part, and you can use these for the sticks to put them up with. That would save space. I wasn't going to get trekking sticks until I watched the guy on YouTube, Matt Hardsky, on Backbone Unlimited. He hunts mule deer and elk and puts out videos, and they're really good videos. If anyone sees it, they should, you know, if you're going on that hunt, it'd be worth it to watch. He recommended these, and he was 100% right. Like, I thought, you know, it's overkill. You know, I just thought it would look weird carrying them, but I was going up the side of a steep terrain. It was nearly vertical, and it was rough. And I did it without anything other than my gun, and it took a long time, and it hurt, and it was a very steep, severe climb. I took Matt Hardsky's advice, and I got these trekking sticks, and I bought these. They're spikes for on your boots. They go on very easily, and like he said, these things is like putting yourself in four-wheel drive. I mean, you think it's overkill until you get into some of this rough terrain and the brutal punishment it takes out on your body. Just putting these things on and using trekking poles. I went back and did the same climb. I didn't go all the way to the top, but I went halfway, and I did it in 1/8 of the time, and with very little effort, and it was a lot easier. So kudos to him. I appreciate his advice. He gives advice for free, and it's very good advice. Yeah, it's Backbone Unlimited, Matt Hartsky. He seems like a really good guy, but yeah, that helped. And these things, they fold down. They're very easy to use. Just unclip them, and they. What I did when I went, I took one with me and put in my bag, and I used the other one, and I used this as my other walking stick. And you might think it's crazy, but this thing has so much potential that it's definitely worth having along with these. So this thing is Premos Jim Shorkey edition tripod, and some people think Premos, they think like kind of cheaper, kind of Walmart stuff, but this thing, it actually works. It works well, and I'm just gonna show you guys. So it opens up. Sorry. It opens up. It has the handle. So if you're walking, it has this rubber strap that locks it in place. So as you're walking, push the button. You can slide it to wherever you want. I might put a little touch of gun oil on here to reduce the noise before I go. But slide it to where you want it. Walk through the woods. If you see something and you have the time and you want to use this, say it's at a distance. For me, if it's more than 100, 150 yards, I'd probably use this. In that amount of time, you'd probably have time to actually shoot. But just flip this off. What I do is just throw it out like that. This is my gun I'm taking with me. It's a Mauser 6.5 PRC. It's not loaded. I have a Vortex 6-24, just a regular scope, no digital, no batteries of any kind. So if you see something, take your gun, throw it on here, bring it up, and you can just push the button and slide it right into place to where you're dead on. You don't have to mess around down here with those latches or anything. Just push the button and it slides up and down, and you can put it right where you need it. It's fast. It works. I like this thing a lot. So that's the main function. So it has the piece for the gun. So the next thing it can do is bring it down. Say you're on a cliff or a mountain out west and you're gonna go spot for animals. Find yourself a seat. This thing, there's a little latch right here. Pull down on it, and there's a button right there. Push the button, that pops off. So I bought this separate, and it is my spotting scope, but this piece, I bought this piece separate but it comes like on Premos. You can buy them. They're just little pads that attach to these. So all you have to do is just put it on like that, push the button and let it drop in, and then push this back up, and that tightens it into place. So then this ring, turn this ring, and these will extend out even further. So this thing will go down really low, so you can sit comfortably and either look through it. I did buy this separate. It's just a piece to put your phone on. So I kind of like glassing, just freehand and looking through it, but the way they talk, you got to do it for hours at a time to really find the animals out there. So I'll probably use the phone some to take pictures and to video and to look through this, but you can use this, turn it whatever way you want, and it moves nice and easy. It's very, this part of it is quiet. If I undo the latches on it and put it in place, then twist these tight, it's quiet, and it's an easy function. I'm gonna leave this all intact. Push the button, pop it off, pop it on. You know, no messing around, no time messing around, switching things, and having to unscrew this and have screwdrivers with me and deal with all of this. That's another function of it. So push the button. This thing, depending on what spotting scope you have, this thing weighs 4 pounds, almost right on. So this 4 pounds, this is 3 pounds, that's 7 pounds. That's an extra 7 pounds in your bag. Like I said before, convenience, time, things working very easily can affect you in other ways to where this is heavy. So it's all on whether you want to carry it or if you want to go with something lighter, and who knows, maybe you can find something that works easier, but I kind of like this and it's what I'm going to go with. This is just gum bands I put on here. I actually just stuck my phone on here, in here, and did a live while I was hunting, and then you could just turn this or position it any way you want. I mean, I'm sure there's probably something you could attach your phone to and stick it on there, but I wasn't buying another part just to put my phone on it. But who knows, maybe I will. Maybe I'll buy something like that to stick on here to take with me and maybe record some while I'm out west. I'm going to Idaho, like I said, for mule deer. So my next thing is everything I buy other than this kind of stuff, my optics and scopes and stuff, this is all Vortex. So I have Vortex 12 by 50 binoculars, and it attaches to a harness that goes around your chest. So if they have the neck piece, I'm not taking it with me that you put on and goes around your neck. I don't want it hanging off my neck, that would hurt. But I'm sure if you sit there and glass with this thing instead of that, because I don't like looking through a single scope as much as this, but that's way more powerful. So if I'm going to use my binoculars and look at an area that's not as far away, and I just want to use my binoculars, you can buy a spare piece. It comes with this, and this just screws on and you leave it on there. So you can buy this separate. You can buy these on Amazon, or you can buy vortexes. Actually, this stays on. I was wrong about that. This stays on. So this piece up top pops off too. Very easy. Say I'm spotting and I want to go back and forth between these two. So this piece is very light. I mean, not even an ounce. So I take this piece, put it on. If I can get it on, I'll show you there. And then this just locks it into place. And then that piece that comes with this, with whatever company you buy it from. I think I got mine from Amazon because the ones from Vortex are a lot more expensive. You just put this in here. I know that's loud, but in the field I would be very, very careful not to make noise. This is just to show you guys. So this goes on here. Bring it up a little higher. This thing, you can actually just set it right in your lap, put it into place, and then just glass. I kind of like this for glassing a little better because you can move it slowly and minutely. That way, when you're going back and forth where you're looking, you can do it a lot smoother than trying to hold it. Whereas if you sit there and hold these for hours on, hours at a time, your arms could get shaky, or you have to stop and take a break because your arms are getting tired from holding them up for so long. So this thing, it just makes things so much simpler. You can just look through it, take your time, go side to side, move it a hair, keep going. So that's another function of this thing. That comes in and out fairly easy. I'm just, not doing it right. But probably just keep this one on there for the most part. This does lock into place pretty well. I think I got this, when I say I buy stuff from Amazon, it's my wife. She has Amazon, I don't, but she'll order stuff for me. But yeah, this thing, it wasn't that expensive, and I mean, it makes it a lot easier. And I have used this here. You can't see as far in Pennsylvania. There's a ton of brush, and it's very tight. Most of the time you can't see more than 100 yards in the woods, even if that. But I have used this, and I've taken it with me, and I didn't have all of my Western gear with me, but I did have a lot of stuff from here with me, and my pack actually worked very well. I liked it, and it performed the way it was supposed to, and it made things feel snug and not as heavy as they are. I think I was carrying maybe 20 to 30 pounds, maybe 25, 30 pounds, but I think this won't be a problem, especially if I just take this with me. Most of the stuff in my pack is gonna be for camping gear, where I'm going for 10 days, and I'll probably be going out in the field for 3 or 4 days at a time and not coming back in. So when I go out, I'll leave the camping gear behind, most of it, and then come back when I need to. But this will stay in my bag, and I mean, it's heavy, but that bag makes stuff feel light. And without my camping gear in my bag, then I don't think it's going to be that big of a problem. Just maybe getting to my area where I'm going might be fairly rough. The mountain that I'm going to it's 6 to 8 miles long. It's I think it's maybe between 500 to 600 feet high, and from the bottom to the top, I think it's about a mile. But at the top and the bottom, there's a road. So I think the getting in and out shouldn't be too bad. Once I get to the road to where I'm going, I can set up camp and then go in near the road and then go in. So I won't be going too far from camp. But yeah, this is Premos Gen 3 Jim Shorkey edition trigger stick tripod. They come in two legs, and they come in a single leg, but they still have this same handle on top, and this thing's rubber. It feels really good. It moves very easily. Like I said, there's just a little bit of that noise. I don't like that, but I'm going to try just a very light coat of gun oil on this and see if it helps, because these are aluminum, they're metal, so it shouldn't hurt it. Yeah, and this thing, it does have other attachments if you can find them. They've been hard to find lately. It has the attachment that grips your gun if you want to use it for in your tent or blind, I mean, and you want to just grip your gun to it and sit in your blind. And it also has a different V shape for a crossbow that's a little bigger, but I've used this with my crossbow and it works fine with mine. I didn't see the need to buy the other two. I mean, I don't really sit in a blind a lot. I mean, I usually tuck myself into a bank or on the ground back into a tree, and then if I'm up higher where I can see ways and I have my crossbow or my gun, I might set this up, but for the most part I just use it to walk with in case I see something a little further out. But around here I've hunted my whole life with a gun, with nothing like this. I'm just shooting freehand, so I've taken deer at 100, 150, even probably out to 200-300 yards, just freehand, walking through the woods or on a power line. But yeah, that's that stuff. Grab this. This is my backpack that I bought. This is a Tide Wee frame pack, and it's actually really good, and there was great reviews for this thing. I don't know why they haven't made any in a long time or shipped them or what, but I've actually looked for almost a year to find one of these. I've had bids in like eBay on them and I lost, and I actually ordered one from China and they shipped it, and it took 2-3 months, and then I finally got a hold of them and they're like, yeah, we're not sending it, so they gave me my money back. And believe it or not, I got this on a bidding site for $50, and they're usually like 150. So But this thing works very well. It fits really well. You can adjust this thing a dozen different ways. I do have a different one that I bought. I bought just the frame at Sportsman's Guide or Sportsman's Warehouse, and just a cheap backpack for on it, and it's actually 3 pounds lighter than this one. And I'm debating, I gotta fill it up with my stuff and see how it fits. But this one, you can put your rifle in the side, on either side. There's a thing here for it. Or you, if you take a bow, you can put your bow in the front and it'll strap in. The other one doesn't do that, and this one has more pockets and actual long pockets for the scope. And I think this is going to be my bag that I use full time. Might take the other one, and I was going to fill one bag with medium gear for, I'm going in October, but I was thinking about taking the other bag and putting all my heavy gear in it in case it snows, because they said it in Idaho it can snow early like that and get pretty bad. So that way I'd have my heavy gear with me and I could just leave it in the car, and then if the weather was that bad, I could just switch out, throw this bag in the car and take the other one. But yeah, that's just some of the gear I got, and I just wanted to really do a review on this shooting stick. And yeah, I hope this helped. I hope if you buy the hunting stick, the shooting stick, that you like it as much as I do. And definitely, if you buy it, when you go to the store, play around with it, see if you like it first. But it's aluminum, and the other stuff on it's rubber, and it actually is very comfortable when you're moving with it. And in the woods, going up the side of the cliff, I used that, and it worked fine. I mean, I put my weight on it, and those things held tight. It didn't compact on its own or give me any problems at all. It worked the way it was supposed to, and yeah, no problems at all. But like I said, the weight, it weighs 3 pounds, almost even, the way it sits right now. I didn't weigh the binoculars. I probably, they're definitely way lighter than this spot and scope. But I got a harness for it. It's going to be on my chest. I might review it in a different video because it has several things going on with it. But I guess that's it for now. If you watch, thank you. I'm not trying to get famous. I'm just doing this to make friends and be in the hunting world online, and fishing. And if I can show you guys something that would help you out, you know, and I only have like 60 subscribers, and this is my personal gear that I bought. I don't get money from anybody. I don't represent any of these people or any company at all. So this is just stuff that I buy that I personally use, and if it helps you guys, if you want to see it, I'll show it to you. I hope to learn from you guys, and you guys learn from me. I know I'm fairly new at this. This is my first trip out west. Me and Radar's Bush Camp is going to start doing lives. He's helping me out. He lives in Idaho, and he's giving me the advice and the support I need to get out there and find something. And I'm probably going to video a decent amount of my hunt. I want to hunt one time in the middle of nowhere by myself, camp. Um, not more of a, I don't want to say kind of like a survival, but just getting out in the wild and being by myself, away from the everyday monotonous and the phones, and I just want to shut everything off and go hunt an animal like primal. Like, I mean, well, I guess you can. I'm not going out there with a spear, but um, yeah, I don't want to hunt in an environment where people bait stuff or in a fence. I actually want to go and hunt and go after an animal that's very elusive and very smart, and it'll be worth the adventure. And not just that, it's not about the trophy, and it's not about the meat, and just seeing the West is a big deal. And I've never been past Wisconsin. Like I said, I live in Pittsburgh, near Pittsburgh. So that, and a lot of it is getting in shape and getting healthy. I've been putting a lot into it, and I mean, I know I look heavy, and I was a lot heavier, and over the past 3 or 4 years, I've been steadily losing. I don't smoke, drink, do drugs, none of that, chew. Trying to be as healthy as I can be. But lately I've been working out a lot and trying to lose weight and get healthy. So this is more of a motivational thing for me to get get myself healthy than it is. I was going to hunt either way, even being in Pennsylvania or out there, but my cousins and me figured we wanted to go one time out west just to hunt, and our hunts didn't line up. They went last year to Colorado, and this year I'm going to Idaho. But we just wanted to go one time out west just to do it, and yeah, this is like an adventure of mine, and I'm just bringing it to you guys. But I do other videos, and I got some stuff coming up. I make bullets, and this is my 6.5 PRC, and you're supposed to take a backup gun. So I have I just bought a 7 PRC, and I'm going to make bullets for it, but I haven't decided what kind yet. So I'll probably do some videos of my 7mm PRC, making videos that making bullets and going to the range and shooting them and tuning it in. So, but like I said, I'm new at this. Don't go exactly off of what I do. Like, do it at your own risk, because I do what I do, and I'm not telling you that it's right. So what works for me might not work for you. You might need less powder depending on gun, or more powder, or different powder. I can show you what I use, and if it works for me or not. And if you're seeing this, I've already created bullets for this gun using Berger 156 grain, and all the videos from that's on my page. And I can't remember what I said in the video, but I ended up with 58.5 grains of N565 for my Berger 156 grain bullets. And I have about 80 brand new Lapua casings, and I made them. I was gonna do 100, but I kind of shot some of them, so I have about 80, and I just keep them for hunting. And I just finished that this past summer. I've been planning this trip for going on 2 years now, and it was really a real letdown and heartbreak to not get a tag for elk after going through all this. And I mean, you hear people that shoot 4 or 5 elk a year get their tag on the first round, and they're like so happy about it. I'm like, you know, I've never done it. I don't do it every year. I'm not going out there to kill 20, 30 elks. I just want to go one time. But it is what it is, and I'm happy I got the mule deer tag. And my buddy he's psyched. He's really helping me, and I really appreciate his support. Radar's Bush Camp. He's a very good guy. He's pointing me in the right direction. I don't know if he's going to be able to join me or not. He has some physical problems, but he's definitely helping me in the way I needed and supporting my just knowledge and where to go, what to do. But I really appreciate him. Shout out to Radar and his sister at Granny's Southern Corner. She's very good to watch. And yeah, stay tuned. I'm gonna be refinishing 2 old single barrel 16 gauges and trying to put some pictures on the stocks. And I made a knife, turned out like crap. It was my first knife. So I'm gonna do another one, and I bought the materials for it, and I'm gonna be doing that, and several other projects. I do a lot of outdoor stuff and hunting projects, so stay tuned. Hopefully we get together and do some lives with Radar and myself, and maybe DG Outdoors. And yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it.